Brendan, you through to the last eight. What did you make of the performance this afternoon overall?
Yeah, I thought the boys did really well. Tricky conditions, and it was always going to be a tough game for us with St Mirren in good form, and I think probably coming into it, everyone could see that. But I thought the guys managed it really, really well. We knew we had to defend lots of direct balls and lots of balls into the box. But in particular, second half, I thought we managed the game well and played some really good football. And by the end, we could have 3 or 4 goals, just if we were a bit more clinical. But to come out of it with a clean sheet and 2 goals and into the quarter-final was pleasing. I said to the players afterwards, I had great pride in that for you today, because there's a narrative around the team and that if you're not strong-minded and you don't establish a collective mentality, it could hurt you, especially with so many young players. But they came through it very well, and they showed that they're fighting and working very well together.
When you were under a bit of pressure in the first half, when the goal came, did you need that bit of calmness that Callum showed to look up, keep composure, and find a pass that created the move for the first goal?
Aye. Well, that's the thing. You when you're defending the box, like when St Mirren put the ball in, the edge of the box is very important, because that's the area when you defend it comes to. And he settled the game really well. Great touch, wonderful pass, and then it was a really good finish by Kyogo.
What did you learn about having Kyogo and Adam in the team together today?
Yeah, it's an option for us, I think, because of the system and how they play. When you play with back five, you're doing a lot of recovery back into the box on the same line, so it creates space. And we felt with Adam's presence, he'll attract numbers, and then that gives us those possibilities for midfield players or attacking players coming into the game. And yeah, I think it's just learning the position, sometimes coming too deep, but the times when he got it in between the lines, he then sped up the game for us and did very well. But we know what he can do when he's playing through the middle. Sometimes against teams that are low, he's maybe not involved as much, so this gives him a chance to connect the game for us. But it's an option and one that we could use again.
Were you happy how Palma and Kyogo reacted after being left out midweek?
It wasn't left out. It's not left out. We play a lot of games. It's 3 games, 3 tough away games in 1 week. So they weren't left out.
When you're through to the quarter-final, how important can this cup run be for the remainder of your campaign? How important is it to your season, this cup?
Well, yeah, it always is. It's it's the oldest competition in the world, and cup competition, and Celtic have a brilliant history in it, and we want to create more great memories in the competition. So yeah, tricky tie today. Got through into the quarterfinals, and we're all in for this competition and for the league.
You said there was a narrative, Brendan, going into this, but it felt more like it today, didn't it?
The narrative's been for a while, Tony, to be honest. That's the reality of it. But we can only concentrate on ourselves, and I'm so proud of the players after today, because it's a very young team. If you take Joe and Callum out of it, a lot of inexperience at a high level consistently. So, but how they react and staying together is very important. And whilst there's a lot of noise and everything around, then we just continue to win football games.
I think that's 8 wins in a draw at 9 games. It's not the worst crisis, is it really?
I don't think so. I think it's obviously, and that's why I say it's clearly been created outside. But I don't expect anything less, to be honest. We just have to focus on ourselves. When you're a winning club and you've won consistently over many years, people will look to jump and bring us down, and bring me down. So, but I'm here to win, and for sure we'll have our day and have many days going forward, and we'll get our players back that are influential for us, and the squad will be very strong right through to the end of the season, and we'll continue to fight.
Can that narrative be a positive? Can it be utilised that way to actually say what will show people?
No, we just have to prove a point to ourselves and to our supporters. And I think that's the best attitude to have. You have to always be looking to prove a point. Like I say, it's a part of the world where there's a lot of noise, and in particular this year where maybe hasn't been as fluent, but you only need to look at any sort of analysis and you understand football and you look deeply into it, you'll see, you know, we get compared to the squad of last season. If you do your work, you see, one, it's not the same squad as last season, and two, lots of those players that were starters haven't been playing for a lot of the season. So, but it hasn't stopped the focus and the negativity. But for me, it's I use it in a different way. It's, you know, I just look logically at it, and we've missed some really important players for long periods, and but we made some changes in the summer that we players left. So, but the players here are giving everything. A young group of players looking to develop and improve, and they do that, then we'll keep winning games.